Russia has a saying, a lot of people are speaking, we are doing. So, I will speak about what has been done already and about what we are going to do. And I understand that it's difficult to discuss, especially after lunch, especially to moderate the discussion, but I hope that this plenary session will help us, because a lot of issues that we'll touch upon were already discussed during the plenary session. So my presentation will have a few numbers and a few pictures so that I don't trespass on your after-lunch mood. It's very easy to speak about this slide because everybody is saying that nuclear energy, and in particular the floating NPPs, are green energy in accordance with European taxonomy. This is energy free from a CO2 discharge. So, a lot has been already said that they are compact and highly maneuverable, and that is combined with a life cycle of up to 60 years, with infrequent refueling. The refueling cycle takes 10 to 15 years, 5 to 10 years. And certainly the advantage for power generation is obvious. And from the standpoint of economy, many presenters have already said that this makes a highly forecastable tariff on power, which is not related to the price of hydrocarbons. This is an alternative to the construction of stationary generation capacities, and certainly it's a big advantage for localities where the energy supply system is poorly developed and where big power plants are impossible or difficult to build. So, our potential customers are remote territories and localities, agglomerations, islands, archipelagos, offshore facilities, and major mining facilities, mining natural resources, and big construction sites. So, as of now, we can easily say that we do not only deal with floating nuclear units, but we have a whole family of them. We've heard about academic Lomonosov many times today. The first floating power unit, which was commissioned in 2020, its capacity is 77 megawatt. Right now, we are building a modernized floating power unit, which does not have a name yet, and probably we should give it a nice name already, maybe a feminine name, a woman's name. Its capacity is 106 megawatt. And as of now, we've signed a contract for providing power to Baimsk mining region. That's a facility that will mine copper. And we've listened today to the deputy head of that company during the plenary session. A couple of words about the transition from 77 to 106 megawatt. We are using a new generation reactor, Rhythm 200, which allows us to increase the capacity comparing to academic Lomonosov by over 30%. Since we had to start the construction very fast, we decided to stick with the academic Lomonosov hull for the new power plant, but everything related turbines, reactor equipment and the safety systems, those are new systems which match the new capacity. The next FPU, which is being designed now, will consist of Rhythm 400 reactors, which will increase the capacity of the FPU even further, up to 180, 190 megawatt, depending on the fuel cycle. And so right now we are drafting a technical design. Everything that relates to the manufacturing of turbines, reactors and all the key equipment has been already mastered, and we are ready to manufacture. And finally, the floating power unit for tropical waters. We are also at the stage of a technical draft design and designing. And this FPU will have a new hull, which will be 20 to 25% lighter and shorter than the existing one, and it will use the same reactor unit and the same turbine as the modernized FPU. And that means that the cost of power generation will be even more compatible, even compared with today's decision. So, this family, this range, allows to satisfy the needs of different parts of the world, both the Arctic and the tropical waters, and will allow us to provide comprehensive services to the clients which demand different amounts of power. A brief example of how we're doing it at Baimskaya mining project. The customer's need is about 300 megawatt starting 2028. And in order to satisfy that, we will manufacture 4 FPUs, 3 of which will work permanently and provide the generation of power, and the 4th will be a backup to provide for refueling and servicing the reactor units and the vessel itself. So the useful lifetime is up to 60 years. And we will, according to the contract, we will supply power until 2067. Just imagine that our customer can forecast the price for power in 2060. The esteemed minister has already touched upon the issues of transportation. We understand that this issue is of special importance if there's a need to ship to different faraway location. The academic Lomonosov was delivered to the location using tugs, and this is still possible in different parts of the world. But we hope mostly that one could be using a semi-submersible transportation vessel, which will allow to ship such a huge structure as the FPU, and is admissible from the standpoint of international rules set by IAEA. Nevertheless, we work in close collaboration with IAEA so that we have clear conditions at which we can transport the FPU to any point of the world. So after transportation to the destination, all that we will need are the shoreline facilities that you see on the left, so where you could rigidly moor the FPU. And naturally we need onshore buildings to generate the power into the grid. So the site itself will have nothing to do with enriched materials or with nuclear energy. This is an ordinary facility that can be built quite quickly and quite quickly provide the power to the grid. And everything that relates to the fuel, I'm certain that for many people this is not a clear issue, especially for the countries that don't have any experience in handling nuclear fuel or nuclear materials. So according to our concept, everything and all the operations with fuel will be performed by a specialized facility, and there will be no operations related to reloading of nuclear fuel on the generation site. And certainly the safety principles when handling the fuel meet all the international standards. Therefore, based on that, we believe in the future, we believe that our customers will be happy with the advantages provided by the FPU, and as of now, we are ready for serial manufacturing of the key equipment, which is all manufactured in-house, and we are ready for construction of the vessel hulls. So we are ready to provide our customers with floating power.
Thank you so much.
Большое спасибо. Спасибо.